Arizona Representative Adelita Grijalva made an unannounced visit to an ICE facility in Florence today as part of the oversight role she plays in Congress. She says it was done after several complaints made to her office about the conditions inside that complex. While it's meant to be a short-term housing facility or holding facility for detainees, Grijalva says people are being held there for weeks without proper access to medical care, legal representation, clean clothing, and basic hygiene supplies. According to ICE, the facility houses detainees for up to 72 hours in a processing facility, not a long-term detention facility. Grijalva spoke about her visit afterwards.
This is a snapshot right now. I don't know what it looks like all the time. I don't know if people, they talked about people having access to medical, but I didn't see any of that. There's no medical facility in the processing location. So it's just gonna be, they should be on notice that I'm gonna show up.
She recently visited ICE detention centers in Texas, Eloy, and a site at Mesa Gateway Airport. And after her visit to Mesa with Representatives Greg Stanton and Yasmin Ansari, they introduced a bill to stop ICE from holding detainees for more than 12 hours at one of these short-term facilities. That is not likely to go anywhere in the Republican-controlled Congress.